What's going on, everyone? HyperShatic46 here, coming at you with a card update. Now, it's been a long time since I posted anything, but, I'm here, I'm back, and I'm hopefully here to stay. So, let's get back in. So I ordered some cards off Amazon I'd like to show you, and I have Buster Blader and Dark Magician joining me, so nice to see. Good luck on this video, basically. This is why I have them here, because they're my two best monsters, my luckiest monsters, so good luck, So, I ordered, oh god, that's a lot of freaking cards, what the hell? Okay, so, I ordered a Fang of Critias, no, that's not a Fang of Critias, it's a legendary knight Timaeus. Look at Timaeus in all of his glory. So, can I just say Timaeus? It's Critias! Oh my god, I'm drunk or something. Anyway, Critias' effect, Critias. Anyway, Legendary Knight Critias, his effect is, cannot be normal summon or set, must be special summoned with Legend of Heart, cannot be special summoned by other ways. When this card is special summoned, target one face-up spell or trap card on the field, banish that target. When this card is targeted for an attack, you can target one trap card from your graveyard, set that target. That set card can be activated during this turn. So that'd be really useful, I would guess, in a new deck I'm making. So, I'm making a few new decks, but this isn't going to be in the deck I'm going to show off most of the cards. I can't speak today. But, Legendary Knight Critias. Alright. Next. Oh man, let me pause and take all the cards that's in this out. Okay, and we're back. So, I have two Super Soldier Synthesis. Oh god, try saying that 3 times in a row really quickly. Super Soldier Synthesis, Super Soldier Synthesis. Damn. I can't do it. I could say Super Soldier Soul 3 times. I know someone who can. I won't mention him though, because he'll probably get mad. Anyway, Super Soldier Synthesis. This card can be used to ritual summon any Blackluster Soldier ritual monster from your hand or graveyard. You must also send 1 light and 1 dark monster from your hand and 1 from your deck to the graveyard, whose total levels exactly equal 8. You can only activate 1 Super Soldier Synthesis per turn. So what it meant by that, if I were to activate it, I'd send 1 light monster from my hand to the graveyard and 1 dark monster from my deck to the graveyard, or vice versa. I don't have to send 2 from each. So that confused me the first time I read it, but then when I started playing it back in my head, I was like, yeah, that sounds retarded. Anyway, moving on, we have Envoy of Chaos. Its effect is, during either player's battle phase, you can discard this card, then target 1 Blackluster Soldier monster or Gaia the Fierce Knight monster you control. It gains 1500 attack until the end of this turn, and if it does, every opponent's monster that battles it this turn has its attack become that monster's original attack during damage calculation only. Once per turn during the end phase, if this card is in the graveyard, you can banish 1 light and 1 dark monster from your graveyard, except this card. Add this card to your hand. I already can think of a strategy using just these 2 cards alone, but with this one, it sounds like a mouthful. It sounds really complicated, but it's not. Basically, it's saying during either battle phase, I can just send this card from my hand to the graveyard, target 1 Gaia, the Fierce Knight, or Blackluster Soldier monster I control, and it gains 1500 attack. And then when it's in the graveyard, then I can banish 1 light and dark type monster. Wait, 1 light or... Wait, no, okay, no, it's both. Banish 1 light and 1 dark type monster from my graveyard and add it back to my hand. That's really it, in retrospect. It's not that complicated. So, moving on, let me just get these out the way. We have a Phonon. Hold on. Let me make sure I'm reading that right. Phonon Pulse Dragon. Alright, it is a Dragon Synchro and Tuner. When'd you look at that? A Tuner Synchro. I have 1 other Tuner Synchro, and that's kind of funny. Anyway, a Phonon Pulse Dragon. When this card is Synchro summoned, you can declare a level from 1 to 3. This card becomes that level. but you cannot special summon for the rest of this turn, except for a synchro summon using this card as synchro material. as a synchro material monster. You can only special summon one Phonon Pulse Dragon per turn. I think that kind of speaks for myself. When I summon it, I can change its level from either 1 to 3 or just leave it at a level 4. That's it. Next, that's blank. What the hell? Got Paradox or something? Next up, we have a Stardust Spark Dragon. In fact, I think I got like one more. Yes, I do. I have three Stardust Pulse Dragon. I mean, 3 Stardust Spark Dragons. I'm thinking Phonon Pulse. 3 Stardust Spark Dragons. Oh, speaking of Stardust, I think I have something with Stardust in its name. I gotta bring in. Anyway, Stardust Spark Dragon. Once per turn, during either player's turn, you can target one face-up card you control. Once during this turn, it cannot be destroyed by battle or card effect. So, it's awesome. It's awesome. It's great. I'm putting that in my Buster Bladers, if you guys didn't already tell. Even though Buster Bladers are like anti-dragons and, you know, yeah. You guys get the point. Next, I love this card. Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. Its effect: once per turn, when another monster's effect is activated, quick effect, by the way, if you can't see that, can't see those, parentheses, you can negate the activation, and if you do, destroy that monster. And if you do that, this card gains attack equal to the destroyed monster's original attack until the end of this turn. If this card battles an opponent's level 5 or higher monster, during damage calculation, this card gains attack equal to the current attack of the opponent's monster it is battling during the damage calculation only. Oh man, imagine this thing attacking the epicness that is the Buster Blader. That's actually happened to me before. Before I even made my Buster Blader or Dark Magician deck, that actually happened to me because I didn't have the right support cards to stop it. I was dueling dueling a friend at school, and sure enough, he had this out, and I'm over here bragging because I didn't read its effect. I'm like, oh, it's a dragon, Buster Blader stronger naturally. I'm gonna attack this thing, and that's gonna be game. No, I thought it was stupid. He attacked Buster Blader. I was like, I win. He says, no, read its effect. And when I read it, I'm like, oh, sucks to be the Buster Blader that day. Man, I tell you. But now, I got this card, so all you Buster Blader decks, look out. Unless you have, like, 3 Dragon Destroyer Swordsmans, in which case you're safe. Alright, sorry, I went brain dead for a second. Next we have the Dragon Knight Draco Equist? Dragon Knight Draco Equist? I'm gonna get trolled so hard in the comments because I can't freaking read properly. Anyway, this calls for if my camera can. Okay, there we go. I think that's the best I can get. 1 dragon type synchro monster with 1 warrior type monster. That's basically Buster Blader and Buster Dragon. But this monster can only be special summoned by fusion summon from the extra deck. Once per turn, you can select 1 dragon-type synchro monster in the graveyard, remove it from play, treat this card's name as that monster's name, and give this card the same effect as that monster. Until the end phase, while this card is in face-up attack position, any effect damage you would take from an opponent's card effect is inflicted to your opponent instead. Oh man, that's gonna make a lot of people bite the dust. Oh man. Wait a minute, though. So that would mean once, that means oh man. Because I'm getting what it means, but then that last effect, that would mean I would have to, like, not use the first effect then, because if I banish a synchro monster from my graveyard to give that monster's effect, the rest of this is just gone. So I couldn't use that, which means I wouldn't have to use the first effect in order to use the second. Wait, hold on. I didn't ask for this. Well, that's a damn lie. I paid for it at Amazon, but oh, I didn't read that right the first time I read it. Well, it's still useful regardless. Just kind of figured out, oh man, I kind of screwed that one up. I botched that one like nobody's business. Next up, let's go straight into Buster Bladers. We have the Dragon Capture Jar. The thing that took the dreaded Blue Eyes White Dragon in Season 1 of Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters when it was Kaiba against Maximilian Pegasus. Guys should watch that. It's actually pretty funny. Like, he gets screwed over and trolled so hard. But anyway, change all face-up dragon-type monsters on the field to defense position. Also, they cannot change their battle positions. So, that'd be perfect. If I got a Buster Dragon and then I got Buster Blader on the field, even if I don't have the fusion, I could just use this and basically do half of what the fusion does. That's perfect. Perfection. Alright, does this one have multiple? Well, yes, it has multiple, but it's only this inside. Super Soldier Soul. Super Soldier Soul. Super Soldier Soul. Super Soldier Soul. Haha! Anyway, yeah, I tried doing that, Yu-Gi-Oh, man. Oh, nice. I mean, random person who can't say that 3 times in a row? Take that. Anyway, its effect, you can send one Blackluster Soldier monster from your hand to the graveyard. Until your opponent's next end phase, this card's attack becomes 3,000. And this card's name becomes Blackluster Soldier. You can banish this card from your graveyard, add one Beginning Night or Evening Twilight Night from your deck to your hand. You can only use each effect of Super Soldier Soul once per turn. Okay, that's almost a mouthful. So, if I had a Blackluster Soldier monster in my hand, send it to the graveyard, and its attack becomes 3,000, and its name becomes Blackluster Soldier. That's simple. And I can, if it's in the graveyard, I can banish it, add one Beginning Night or Evening Twilight Night from my deck to my hand. That's just about it, and I can only activate one of these per turn. So, on the same turn that this thing gets sent to the grave, I can't activate that second effect to banish it. I gotta wait one turn. I can afford one turn. I'm not that terrible. I'm not the best, but I'm not that terrible. Haha. Okay, and here's another one that's filled with multiple. I will see you guys in a second. Okay, and we're back. Okay, well, so we have Beginning Night and Charging Gaia the Fierce Knight. I wish I could turn this light off. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm not in my house currently during the making of this video, so this isn't my normal setup. Yeah, but I gotta make do with what I have. So, I mean, I can't, you know, complain too much. At least I'm getting a video out in, like, what, a month or, like some freaking weeks after my Undertale video? But, anyway, I digress. We have Beginning Night, and this one's effect, it's a doozy. Trust me, it took me a second to know. And I even tested this out on YGO Pro and Dueling Nexus and Duel Book when it was up, Dueling Network. And it took me a long time to figure out how to get this thing down. Anyway, Beginning Night, and its effect, a Blackluster Soldier monster ritual summoned using this card gains these effects. You can only use this effect of Beginning Night once per turn. So the first effect, once per turn, target one monster your opponent controls, banish it. Or the second effect, when this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, activate this effect. This card can make a second attack in a row. If this card is banished from the graveyard, you can add one ritual spell card from your deck to your hand. You can only use this effect of Beginning Night once per turn. So essentially, if this is used to ritual summon a Blackluster Soldier monster, it basically becomes an Envoy of the Beginning, because that's Envoy of the Beginning's effect. And it's the same thing, because with Envoy of the Beginning, you can only activate one or the other. You can't do both in one turn. Otherwise, that'd probably be a banned card, and I wouldn't want to have Blackluster Soldier banned. Otherwise, I wouldn't be making this deck, after all. Oh yeah, I'm making a Blackluster Soldier deck. I'm not sure if you could tell by, like, the multiple Blackluster Soldier cards I have. But, yeah, that's basically it. I mean, it makes it become an Envoy of the Beginning. And it's a once per turn, so it's not only a one-time thing and then that's it. It keeps going. Next, Charging Gaia the Fierce Knight. And this is very useful for this deck. So, you can normal summon this card without tributing. So that's already a plus. It's a level 7. I can normal summoning it without having to send 2 monsters to the grave. That's perfect in the time of an emergency. If this card is normal summoned without tributing, its original attack becomes 1900. If this card is tributed, you can add 1 Blackluster Soldier monster from your deck to your hand. You can only use this effect of charging Gaia the Fierce Knight once per turn. Yeah, that's something. So yeah, beginning night and charging Gaia the Fierce Knight. I'm not sure why. I feel like I'm getting extremely tired. I don't know why. I mean, I had a good night's sleep. I had a nap earlier. Anyway, moving on. We have Blackluster Soldier, Envoy of the Evening Twilight. That sounds badass as hell. Anyway, oh my god, the camera, even if can I zoom in on that and like actually make it, holy shnikes, that's terrible. That is too much. That's too much words. Okay, you guys are gonna have to trust me on this. I'm gonna read this effect from start to finish. You guys gotta trust me. I will read the actual effect. I'm not gonna make this card sound more badass than it already is. Alright, so its effect is, cannot be normal summoned or set, must be special summoned from your hand by banishing all light monsters or all dark monsters in your graveyard while you have an equal number of each in your graveyard, and cannot be special summoned by other ways. While face up on the field, this card is also light attribute. Oh man. When this card is special summoned, you can activate the appropriate effects based on the attribute of the monsters banished for the special summon. You cannot conduct your battle phase the turn you activate this effect. So, the 2 effects. You banish light monsters. Target 1 monster on the field. Banish it. Or, if you banish the dark types, banish 1 random card from your graveyard, from your opponent's hand face down until your opponent's end phase. Okay. So, trying to decipher what that effect means. So, if I had 3 light monsters and 2 dark type monsters in my graveyard, I couldn't be able to special summon. It has to be completely even number. Well, they have to be the same amount. So, if I had 1 dark type and 1 light type, I can special summon. If I have 2 lights and 2 darks in the grave, I can special summon. But they both have to be the same number. And if I banish all light, then target 1 monster on the field, banish it. If I banish all dark, banish 1 random card from your opponent's hand face down during until your opponent's end phase. So yes, trust me, that is the effect. You guys have no reason not to trust me. I mean, have I done anything to betray your trust? It's such a good freaking card. And, is this one gonna be a cluster? Yes, it is a cluster. And I will be right back. Okay, we're almost done. I got like 1 more and I put it in my Buster Blader deck and I figured, oh crap, I need to make a video on this. Anyway, so, moving on. Super Soldier Rebirth. Sounds good, sounds cool. I need to get me they need to make some drinks named after Yu-Gi-Oh! Monster attacks. Like, would you go to a bar and drink something called the Dark Magic Attack? I would drink something called the Super Soldier Rebirth. But that sounds like it's gonna be like high in alcohol. Sounds like something that would have like a Bloody Mary, tequila, some whiskey, and a little bit of lime. Not specifically in that order. I can't make drinks. I don't know drinks like that. I'm underage. Don't call the police, please. No one's gonna bail me out. Anyway. Target 1 Blackluster Soldier monster you control. Send it to the graveyard. And if you do, special summon 1 Blackluster Soldier monster from your hand with a different name from that... from that monster. Wait, what? Target 1 Blackluster Soldier monster you control. Send it to the graveyard. If you do, special summon 1 Blackluster Soldier monster from your hand with a different name from that monster. Oh, okay. Ignoring its summoning conditions. During your main phase, except the turn this card was sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card from your graveyard, then target 1 Blackluster Soldier monster in your graveyard, add it to your hand. You can only activate 1 Super Soldier Rebirth per turn. Okay, so basically what that meant was there's 2 different Blackluster Soldiers. Well, that's a freaking lie. There's more than that. There's more than that. I'm thinking of the rituals. There's only 2 rituals. And there's like a hella bunch more. Okay. Yeah. Envoy of the Evening Twilight. Blackluster Soldier. The Super Soldier. You have Envoy of the Beginning. And then I think there was one more. Oh, wait, Envoy of the Twilight? Wait, no, Envoy of something. It's another Envoy of something. But basically, when this is activated, send one of the Blackluster Soldiers. So let's say if I sent Envoy of the Evening Twilight to grave, then I can special summon another Blackluster Soldier from my hand, like, I don't know, Envoy of the Beginning or Blackluster Super Soldier, ignoring its summoning condition. So I guess that would come in handy. Like if there was like a, I don't know, breakthrough skill activated on one of them, and I really needed a quick effect or something to help keep me in the game still. Then I guess this would be very, very useful, very, very fast. So, and not so much lastly, there's like 1 or 2 more cards I gotta get. But, Super Soldier Shield. So, when a spell or trap card or a monster effect is activated, that targets a monster on the field while you control a Blackluster Soldier monster, negate the activation. If you do, destroy that card. If this card is in your graveyard, you can remove 1 spell counter from your side of the field. Set this card, but banish it when it leaves the field. Okay, now I get the last effect. So, I mean, as long as I control a monster that has Blackluster Soldier in its name, I can activate this. And if it's in the graveyard, if I have a spell counter on my side, I can remove that counter, and I can set this from my graveyard. And so that's useful. It's like a recycle. Well, as long as I have a counter, and I know what card I need to keep spell counters rolling. It's guys, Gateway to Chaos. I think that's what it's called. Gateway to Chaos. I need Gateway to Chaos, but it costs so much on Amazon. Like, I don't get that. And it's not even like it's ultra mega rare from like Shining Victories or anything like that. It's like I think it looks like it's a common. Oh well. Anyway, gonna get the last couple cards that I need, and then I'll end the video off. Well, okay. Well then, I guess I didn't order a Stardust Dragon. I'd have to review my Amazon orders or something. I'm pretty sure I ordered a Stardust Dragon. Well, I guess. Let's get into these 3. So, I'm even sure why I ordered this. I need the card to use it. Mirror Force Dragon. It must be special summoned with the Fang of Critias, using Mirror Force, and cannot be special summoned by other ways. When a monster you control is targeted for an attack or by an opponent's card effect, except during the damage step, you can destroy all cards your opponent controls. Okay, I don't have freaking Fang of Critias, so I need to get one to use this card, and for a Legendary Knight Critias. Oh my god, I'm freaking stupid and my nose is itchy. Holy shnikes. Anyway, my arm can be steady. Next, we have Clear Wing Synchro Dragon, like Crystal Wing, but not as good, I would say. Anyway, once per turn, during either player's turn, when another level 5 or higher monster activates its effect on the field, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy it. Once per turn, during either player's turn, when a monster effect is activated that targets exactly 1 level 5 or higher monster on the field and no other cards, you can negate the activation, and if you do, destroy it. If this card's effect destroys a monster, this card gains attack equal to that destroyed monster's original attack until the end of this turn. So, that's pretty neat. Pretty rad. And lastly, I ordered a second Buster Dragon. All monsters your opponent controls become Dragon type. Once per turn, if you do not control a Buster Blader monster, you can target one Buster Blader monster in your graveyard, special summon it. Once per turn, during your opponent's turn, you can target one Buster Blader monster you control, equip it with 1 Destruction Sword monster from your graveyard. This is a quick effect. So, this is going to look like a mess when I show it over here, but all in all, pretty good purchase. I'm gonna get to making the deck. Well, constructing what I can of a deck and adding some of these onto my already created decks. So, thank you all so much for watching. Please, Chaos, control that like button. Subscribe today to join the Chaos Army. And comment below what it would be your favorite monster, would be the best monster to use out of all of these that we've seen so far. Which do you think would be the most useful and why? And I'd really love to hear what you guys would have to say. Because I would love to see, maybe I have some flawed thinking, or maybe great minds think alike. You never know. But thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye!